Know how hard it is to face issues with the job center because I've been already discriminated against many times. So I had to fight against illegal decisions many times. I've got the knowledge, the strength, and the patience as well. And I know exactly what you've got to do if you're facing issues with the job center. So the first thing that I really recommend you is to write everything down. I know it sounds crazy, right? So something happened in the beginning of your claim, write it down because there is a tendency that more things will happen over time. So this is what I do myself as well. Whatever happens, I build a rapport and I write it down, and is everything's in chronological order. So when I have to appeal anything or complain or do anything, it's already there. It's locked. So it's a lot easier to deal with. Just trust me on that one. From day one, if you have any issues, log it, write it down. Okay, find a piece of paper or a book or notebook or even a laptop on your iPhone. It doesn't matter how you're gonna do that. Just write it down. Trust me on that one, right? Okay, because it really helps you to save a lot of time when you have issues. Advice is try not to be distracted. So, for instance, if you call the citizen advice, which by the way, they give you a lot of good ideas, but they have a tendency to make you slow down. So, essentially, then you're not going to take actions. Take what they are saying into consideration and make your own decisions and act upon it fast, and then implement actions that will help to fix the issue immediately, right? You can start it off by complaining within the job center and sending the emails to the government, sending even to parliament if you wanted to your local MP, and then also to the job center itself, and to its bodies and places that you have got that you can complain. But then if issues continue to happen, they have to escalate, right? This is my situation right now. I'm going straight to the court because I really believe there have been many events that make me understanding that they are being malicious. They are trying to make my life more difficult, especially in this given moment in time when I'm trying to revive my business. So I want to be successful and I can make money again and I can get out of the situation. So they know that. So then they will create obstacles. But not just that, I already know that they've been colliding with my previous landlord, already blackmailed me for sex revenge. And also he said if I didn't comply with his demands, he would report me to the job center and say that I wasn't myself, that was faking my identity. So he's just done that. I'm going to show you my strategy right now, which is in Kent, by the way. I live in Dover. And so, by the way, I use AI a lot with my notes. So then I can create really sophisticated stuff and then come up with solutions a lot faster as well. This is something that you need to consider. First thing you need to do, you need to accountably download forms and start a claim against Job Center. So you need to find the actual website that you're going to be able to download the forms. You see court and tribunal forms. And then it's going to take you to that page. There are a bunch of things that you can choose from. But my situation is Social Security, right? And this is it. This is the Social Security page that will take you there. And then it's explaining a little bit Social Security and child support, including notice of appeal to the Department of Work and Pension, HM Revenue and Customers, which is the HMRC, and then the NHS Business Services Authority as well. So I'm going to need this form here, right? Because I need to appeal their decisions, and there's a lot of issues as well, and I need assistance from the court to do that. And essentially, I will download this appeal of benefits decision, and then also notice of appeal. I need to download that, and then I need to send all of this to the job center as well and to the court as well, because you always have to send a copy to the job center and another copy to the court, and keep a copy with yourself as well, which will be your personal kind of reference to the whole application. And so this is it. So the notice of appeal, I'm not entirely sure if I had to fill out both of them or maybe they are, one is large. So yeah, it's just the top one. So this is exactly what you're going to need. Appeal of benefit and then don't notice of appeal. My situation, I'm going to challenge them by myself because, it's expensive to find lawyers and get legal aid. I think I can deal with that myself. And if I don't become successful, then I will ask for legal aid and then I will try to find a lawyer. But first, this is how I like to deal with the situation. I will try it myself, see what the court will do. And then if there is no outcome, I'm going to have to find a lawyer essentially. And so if you don't want to do it the same way as I'm doing, you can also start a legal aid application form, and then you're going to have to download it here. And so then apply for everything that they're going to apply in terms of legal aid. Go in and read more about that as well, because it's not for my case right now. I don't have much knowledge about it. And also, if you need help with fees, then this is the form that you're going to need to download as well. And then again, apply. Where is it? Download apply for help with court protection fees, and apply with court and tribunal fees as well. The EX 160 here. Download that, fill out, and it will give you all the instructions as well what you've got to do. However, if you're facing a lot of issues with the job center, it is a new thing in this country, is fascism. They already threatened me many times that to stop with my benefits. I've applied for all the positions that they requested me, and I didn't get any jobs. So now I'm trying to revive my businesses, and that has been a lot of work, by the way. And so they seem not to be happy either, right? So I cannot be looking for work with companies forever and not being employed. That's not realistic. So according to their own Welfare Act from 2012, every individual has rights and should be independent in terms of looking for work. So I'm relying on that legislation, and I will take that to the court, and I'm going to use that as a legal case, a piece of legislation, because it states that individuals should be doing what I'm doing, being responsible and trying to find work by alternative means. And this is what I'm going to do. I think I've got a strong case because also in the beginning of the year, they didn't pay the rent that they should have. I just let it go, because, I'm just trying to kind of revive my business and try to move on with my life. But now this is the threshold, right? If they're going to stop all the payments, then I have to bring everything together and go to the court. I suspected that they would do that. So this is the reason I was just waiting to things to accumulate as well. Just benefit of doubt. I'm just going to say, you're going to give them a benefit of doubt. Give it a little bit of time. Let's see what's going to happen. And this is exactly what happened. I knew that they would try to do something, especially because now they can see that there's so much progress and